I am late. Late, late, late for a very important date. Well, I don't know about that. But I was late because I was trying to figure out how to go live in landscape mode. And I had it. The YouTube setup screen was landscape mode, but when I hit the live button, it told me to rotate my screen. I don't know why. So here we are, and it is All-Star Race Day. Yay. Hopefully you like my lighting. I'm going El Natural on the lighting today. It's all sunny and through the window. um, but I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if I like the current All-Star race format. Okay, so um let me do this part first for all the newbies to my channel. If you're just finding this on the replay or you're just finding me just now, my name is Amy, or Blind NASCAR Fan, and one, I am blind, and two, I'm a NASCAR fan, hence the name Blind NASCAR Fan. On this channel, I talk mostly about NASCAR, but also I talk some blindness and some Legos. So, there you go. If you would please like and share this, that would be spectacular! Yay! Alrighty, so the format for today's race, I don't know if they did anything before the, like, noon-ish start time. I'm going on Central Time because that's where I live. But I don't know if they did anything before that today. Yesterday they had qualifying. I think practice was Friday. And I'm not sure exactly how qualifying worked. I don't know if the pit stop challenge was included in qualifying. I didn't watch it, so I don't know exactly how that worked. But whatever happened yesterday was mostly irrelevant for today. Today they had 75 laps, a 5-minute break for non competitive pit stops and whatever, a 75 lap run, and I don't know how long the second break was. It seemed like 10 minutes, but maybe it was another 5. I don't know. And then a 200 event, and they ran them all as separate events. They were calling it a 200 lap shootout. Well, that's not a shootout, y'all. That's a full race. Uh 75 laps, I don't really even think those are shootouts, but I guess you maybe could call them that. I would maybe call them heat races at best. Um it turned out better than I thought it would. It was interesting. There was a lot of drama, but I don't think I like it still. The inverted field thing at the end of the first 75 laps was kind of interesting. I just don't know if I like that everybody was racing. Like, honestly, y'all, I think even the 26 guys that were in the 200 lap portion is too many. Like, this is supposed to be the best of the best. Shouldn't it be like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 tops? Like, any more than that, and you might as well have the whole field. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm still somewhat bothered by it. But I thought it was kind of funny that 2 laps in, they had a 9-car crash, and with 2 laps to go on the first 75 run, they had a 9-car crash. That was kind of funny. Um, I don't remember who all was in them. I didn't take note of that, but those first two 75 lap segments took out a lot of big names. Like, it was kind of ridiculous. And I guess the more guys who got taken out of those, the more back runners got added into the let's race our way into the 200 lap event portion. I don't know, like, it just seems odd. And didn't, I guess they kind of did this. Didn't the All Star race used to be only guys who Was it guys who won a race or was it guys who got a pole and won a race? I thought it was only guys who had won a race before. Not necessarily the previous season, but any season that they raced up until like last week. If you won anytime in the current season and anytime seasons past, you were in the race. I thought that's how it went. I don't even know if that's entirely fair because like one-off winners maybe don't deserve to be there, but they did win, and if that was the rule, which is what I think it was, that's fair. But like, I don't know, like I don't know. The only thing I do like that they do now with the All-Star race is moving it around to different racetracks. I do like that a lot. Um I didn't realize they were up to 6 different venues. I don't remember. I guess it was in my lifetime because I don't think they started moving it around until like 5 or 6 years ago. But apparently, Charlotte, I'm trying to remember the exact numbers that Mike Joy said. Charlotte has 34. Texas has 3. North Wilkesboro has 2. I don't know if anybody else has 2. Dover, Bristol, and Echo Park Automotive Speedway or Atlanta Motor Speedway all have 1. So I guess maybe that's it. I don't know. They have at least 1. I don't know if I'm forgetting any, but I do like that it moves around. I almost feel like it should move to non-NASCAR tracks. Like there's hundreds, if not thousands, of racetracks around the country, both concrete, dirt, and asphalt that they could race at and put on a great show. Hey, maybe here's an idea. Maybe the All-Star race should go to Tony Stewart's. What's the track that he owns? Why can I not think of the name of it? Oh, man, it's a big famous one too. What the heck? Why can't I think of the name of it? Eldora. Maybe the All-Star race should be at Eldora. But either way, it should move around to different places and I don't know if Tony Stewart still owns Eldora. I assume he does, but honestly, I have no clue. Um, but either way, like, if these guys are the best drivers in the world, shouldn't that mean they should be able to race anywhere in the world? Or at least anywhere in the country? Uh-huh, yeah, thought so. So why not? I mean, I know that some of these places are not, but, like, it's not realistically possible for them logistically to host NASCAR. I know this. But like they spent billions of dollars to turn the streets of Chicago into a road course. So why couldn't they do that for the All-Star race? Just a thought. I don't know. So, I see that there's a few people watching. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. I don't know. I was pretty bummed, as I know at least one of my subscribers will be bummed about Chase Elliott. There's a few probably. But I was pretty bummed about Ross Chastain not making it to he didn't even make it. I don't think he even made it to the 200 lapper. But if he did make it there, he wasn't there for very long. Chase Elliott didn't make it. I think they were the only two that didn't make it that far. The rest of them were taken out in the 200 lapper. But still, like, bummer. And poor Tyler Reddick made it almost all the way to the end. And then what was it, like 50 laps to go? He had, I can't remember if it was mechanical, electrical, or what, but he had some kind of issue. And the crew said it would take longer to fix it than the time they had left, and so they just quit. It's like, bummer, dude. Like, it's not fair for him. I feel like Toyota was the only manufacturer who showed up to race today. Seriously, like, where were the Chevys and the Fords? I think Chevy was the next one. Well, at one point when Reddick was still running, Toyotas were one 2, 3, and 4. It was Joe Gibbs first, Joe Gibbs second, 2311 third, and Legacy fourth, and then I think Austin Dillon was fifth at the time. So that would be Chevy. I don't remember who was sixth. Byron, maybe? But anyway, it was a Chevy, and you had to go all the way to seventh to get to a Ford. It's like, come on, y'all. Like, what the heck? I don't know. Maybe Toyota's the only one who's shown up to race at all this year. Like, that's. I feel that way sometimes. Like, Reddick's got five, Denny's got what? Two? At least one. I don't know. Anyhow, that is that. um, Denny was having fun with his burnouts though. Like, there were several of them. It seemed like. At first, my dad and I thought he like either blew out the tires or did something to the engine or like I don't know. He wasn't running, but Mike Joyce said something about how they held them until they had the victory lane or whatever ready for the winner. And so he was thinking maybe that's why he wasn't running. And he could be right cuz then he went on to do his burnouts. So but it was funny and it seemed kind of odd. Um but they fixed if it was broken, they fixed it, and if it wasn't, then he was just waiting. But either way, he went on to do some impressive burnouts. Nobody's gonna ever beat Carson Hocevar in victory celebrations. The only one who comes close is Ross with the watermelon because it's fun. But like Hocevar, they said even people who aren't race fans were talking about Hocevar's victory celebration on social media. That's pretty cool, y'all. When you can bring in people who don't know nothing about racing, never watched a race, you can bring them in to talk about something that happened either during the race or in the victory lane celebration. That is pretty stinking cool. So kudos to Carson for coming up with such an awesome celebration and being able to do that. That was amazing. Um Wish he would have done a little better in the All-Star race. And Connor Zillage, poor Connor. He was running really well and then the pit crew just threw it away for him basically. I That was kind of funny to me too because Connor is the rookie. Like he's the one who's not supposed to know exactly what to do, where to go. Like he's the one who's supposed to be learning that most, if not all, of the pit crew has been in NASCAR for a while. They should know exactly what to do, and they're the ones that made a mistake. So I think it's kind of funny. I'm sorry, but I just think it's funny. Um, welcome. You guys who are just joining me, you can post your comments, your thoughts on the race if you watched it. Tell me your favorite thing, your least favorite thing, and something you would change for next time. That's what I'm having everybody do. I Let's see if I can give you my favorite thing. Y'all, does it count if it happened before the race? Because my favorite thing, I'm pretty sure, was Mike Joy being the honorary starter. That was awesome. Least favorite thing, honestly, I think my least favorite thing was the fact that so many back markers were still allowed to run. I feel like it's the All Star race. It should literally be the best of the best. But I don't know. If I think about it long enough, there might be more things. My other least favorite thing was Ross not making it, but that could happen no matter what. I don't know. Something I would change. I think I like the format where they had the two so I guess this was qualifying, but there were the two heat races that basically set the field for the All-Star race. I guess that's kind of what we did today. They just didn't call it heat races, but I guess it's kind of the same thing. And then they had the I don't remember if it was 50 or 25, the last chance race, where drivers like the John Hunter Nemecheks and the Riley Herbst, like where those guys could have a chance to race their way in. I thought that was a better way of doing it. Um, I guess congrats to Daniel Suarez for winning the fan vote. Apparently, there are a lot of Daniel's amigos out there. That's kind of cool in a way, but like I was a little disappointed because that was not the one that I wanted to make it in. Nobody's talking with me today. I'm surprised. Where's everybody at? Don't know what else I have to say. I guess the most interesting thing today for me actually turned out to be the thing I didn't think I was going to like, which was the inversion of the field from the first 75 laps to the second 75. I mean, it wasn't fair to a lot of people who got caught up in crap because of it, but it was kind of interesting. It kind of made me wonder, like, why are you bothering to race for a win or for a top 10 spot when you were going to start back in the back? Like, kind of made me wonder what the purpose of that would be. Like, I mean, why bother? It's almost better if you don't race well, although it made for good watching, like, it made for a lot of drama. So I guess I'm kind of glad they did race, but I think my mindset would have been as long as I finish in the top 26, if I only finish 26, then I start on the front row. So what's why? I don't know. They've done it that way once or twice before, and maybe even more. But I remember them doing it this way before, and it makes me laugh. And I always think I'm not gonna like it. It does kind of make it interesting, so maybe it's okay. But it seems kind of weird. Ah, you're just listening, huh? Well, I am running out of stuff to say. This is like back in the day before I did them as lives, and I would just talk to my camera basically. I would pretend that I was live, but I was talking to myself, and then I would run out of stuff to say, so then I would post it. I'm back to that cuz nobody else is watching. I need chatters. At least I watched the whole thing today, because if nobody was talking yesterday and Friday, y'all, like there would be no there would have been no YouTube show. Because I didn't really watch or listen to yesterday's. And Friday I listened. I couldn't access TV, but I listened, and I was busy though, so I didn't really get to pay as close of attention as I would like in order to do a YouTube show. So I didn't do a lot of talking about NASCAR. We talked about other stuff. Yesterday we talked about the souvenirs on my shelf back here. We What the heck was that? Some weird noises coming from outside. But we talked about all kinds of stuff not NASCAR related. And I might have to switch to that. Dude, it sounds like they're racing on my street outside. The heck? My neighborhood is going crazy. What do I think of horror films? I don't like them, honestly. Like, I have enough, like, stuff in my brain that will freak me out at random times. Like, I don't need to add horror films to the mix. Like, I like to watch true crime stuff, and like I get those in my brain, and I hear like weird noises in my house, and I'm like, ah, somebody's coming to like attack me. Like, I don't need to add horror films to this mix. Just trust me, I don't need to be doing that. It's not a thing that needs to happen in my life. They didn't give me the fun questions. Come on, YouTube. The last couple of days, it's given me fun little questions at the bottom that I think if I tapped on it, it would like populate a comment. And I could like you guys could all see it and answer it, but it's not giving me the fun little question. That's a bummer. I like the fun little questions. You I cannot figure out what your username is. Like voiceover reads them, but it reads like weird. I can't figure it out. I am slow. Hold on. I got to read it a different way. Jim Carrey. I don't really. Okay, so this is the problem that I have. There's tons of actors and tons of actresses, and I don't know who is who. Like, it's really bad. Like I am pathetic. Like I don't know, honestly. Like I have no clue one from another. I know Jennifer Lopez and I know Matthew McConaughey by their voices, but I don't always know what movies they play in. So I don't know. I am really, really bad. Um honestly, like I don't mind a good movie. Like obviously my opinion might be different than yours on good movies cuz you know what I just said about horror movies. But like I don't mind watching movies, but I would rather read a book, I think. Cuz like okay, so I'll use this as an example cuz it was perfect. So I don't know if anybody remembers the Left Behind series, but when it first came out in mm, film, I had already read the first 3 books. So in my mind, I knew what I wanted the characters to look like, you know, like I can't see people, but I have in my head like I know what characters I want to be blonde or whatever. Like I had in my head what I wanted them to look like. And then the movie comes out and they're totally different. They sound different than they did in my head. They look different. Like the heck is that smell? I don't know. It smells funky in my house now. I think somebody must be cooking something, but it smells funky. But anyway, I knew what I wanted the characters to look like. I knew what I wanted them to sound like from the books. So when the movies came out, it was a disappointment because not only are the movies obviously shorter than the book, they took out a lot of stuff, y'all. Like seriously. And add to that the fact that in my head, each character has a voice already, and they didn't match. So I was like, my brain was confused. I was like, I don't like these. Like, I never watched the movies because I had already read the books and they were way better. So most things, like, I would rather just read a book because then I can decide, unless it tells me specifically, I can decide what I want the character to look and sound like and whatever. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen The Mask. Dumb and Dumber is definitely not my cup of tea. Ah, crap. Oh, good job, Ames. I have now screwed up my chat. Hey, I made it to 24 minutes. At 16, I didn't think I would. Thanks for becoming a chatter and not just a lurker. You made me have 8 more minutes of content. Congratulations. Oh boy. So, movies that I like. Um, I'm a typical girl, okay? I like my chick flick Hallmark movies. As a race fan, I am supposed to like Talladega Nights, but that is the worst movie I think I've ever seen. Like, I hated it. I didn't get past the first 30 minutes because I was like, all they, this isn't entirely true, but I feel like all they did because they did it so much was make fun of Christians. And by the end of the 30 minutes, my sister and I, we look at each other, we look at her husband, and we're like, is this how this is going to be the whole movie? And he's like, most likely. And so whoever the main character is in that movie, I don't know, but my brother-in-law said that's typically like what we saw was typically his type of humor. And my sister and I are like, "Okay, next movie, we're done." Like, and I have no desire to finish the film. Like, I just don't. We switched to Days of Thunder. Now, Days of Thunder had some stuff I could have done without in it too, but it was actually a good storyline and they weren't making fun of Christians. So, I was like, this is actually a good movie. I could watch this. So, my favorite though of all racing movies, I know this is a kids movie and I don't care. It's Cars, y'all. Like, Cars the best movie ever. Like, how do you get a better character than Mater? Come on. Like, Mater is awesome. Need to open up my I have a diecast Mater somewhere. I think he's up there on the shelf. But I need to open him up and put him out on display. Tractor tipping is the best scene in the movie. So, yeah, like nothing to do with racing, but I love this movie. You just like to get on lives to troll, is that what you're saying? That's terrible. I don't really troll, like, I am a lurker on a lot of lives, but they're typically Facebook lives. I don't other than my church, I don't think I've watched a live on YouTube, to be honest. I watch pre like, I watch the live, but it's not live anymore. Does it still count as live if it's I consider them pre-recorded at that point, but you know what I mean. I am a short video consumer when I consume content on YouTube. I like the shorts, like the longer ones. It's like, "Oh, this is too long. I got to get something else to do. I got to like I got to have my cards and play solitaire. I got to like be cleaning. I got to have something to do with my hands while I'm watching a longer video." It's kind of pathetic, really. Um What's it mean if your forehead itches? If your nose itches, somebody's thinking about you. I don't know about that. Pardon moi. I have been stupidly thirsty today, and I blame Culver's. I don't know if it's salt or what, but I had shrimp and I swapped out my fries for cheese curds, so I had a lot of breaded fried food. Yay, me. Super unhealthy, I know, but it sure tasted good. And ever since I've been super thirsty. This is like the third bottle of water I have drunk today. Oh, and I told my dad we had some cake for my sister's birthday yesterday, and I ate some of it. I told my dad I ate my diabetes because there was like 2 bites of cake and like 10 bites of frosting. I don't know what happened. Like whoever cut this cake didn't cut it well, and there was like a real tiny sliver of cake left. A whole bunch of frosting, but the frosting was really good. I like frosting better than cake anyway, so I was perfectly okay with eating all the frosting. But I ate my diabetes. I like to be productive. Well, I don't know about that, but I can't, like, my attention span can't. if I don't do something else while I'm listening to, so the long videos that I usually listen to on YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, it's the Dell Jr. download YouTube version, basically. There's a few others. Molly Burke is one of them that I listen to. But the longer ones, like, if I don't do something, then my mind wanders or I'll fall asleep if I'm sitting somewhere and I'm really comfy. So, like, I have to do something to keep myself awake and keep myself paying attention. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with being productive. It's just I want to be able to do that in church sometimes too. Like, especially if I'm really tired, like I want to like I need a fidget toy or something like I can play with while the pastor is talking. Not because he's boring, but just I need something else to do with my hands to focus. I used to do that in college too. Like I had to read my books, I had to do audio, and so I'd put the book on and I would like get out my Legos and build something because I needed something else to do while I was listening. I don't know what that's all about, but maybe I got a touch of ADD. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I have an itch that I can't reach. I need a back scratcher. Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me crazy. I want to be a cat and like rub it on something. It's gonna drive me crazy. Whoops. Ah! It's itchy. I drove everybody away. Where did you all go? Come back. Hey, you're back. Or maybe it's somebody new. Ask and you shall receive. I just said come back and now I got a viewer. Welcome, welcome. If you are a NASCAR fan, I want to know your comments or your comments. I want to know your thoughts on the All-Star race. I did all my talking about the All-Star race at the beginning and now we've moved on, but if you want to drop your thoughts in the comments, I will talk about it. Welcome, welcome. So, I literally, y'all, I got home just in time to put the race on. Like, seriously. We walked in the door. I went from the door to my room. So, basically, we were in the driveway for 5 minutes. I got out of the car. I walked in the house, threw away a bottle of water, walked to my room, put my cane in the corner, took off my shoes, hung up my purse, and boom, I got the text message that the All-Star race was green. So I basically missed the first two laps. I turned it on just in time for the 9-car crash. And so I was not expecting it to start so early, even though I did look at the schedule for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I looked at the Eastern time schedule and didn't interpret that to Central time like I should have. So I was like, whoa, whoa, it's on already? What? So I just got in just in time. 34 minutes. Where be everybody? Y'all don't like to watch me on Sundays. I don't know what this is all about. I don't get any viewers. Um, I'm gonna do something while there's nobody watching. See if I get some more. Well, first, do this. I'ma share this while I'm waiting for people to join. If you want to share it too, if you're watching, please do. Okay, I'm back. I just did some sharing. Yay. I told people that they should come watch because I'm bored with no viewers. We'll see if I get any more. So, trying to think if there's anything else about today's race that I want to talk about, and I cannot remember. I should start writing down the funny comments that audio the radio and TV broadcasters make, because sometimes they make some funny comments and I forget. Like, I'll remember sometimes, but sometimes I forget. Justice is his? Is that how you say your username? Yep, Denny, the goat. You know, I hate that phrase, the goat. Like, I know what it means, but yeah, I don't know why I don't like it. And it's even worse. There's a pizza place in Charlotte that I saw when I was there. It's called Goat Pizza. It's like, I don't want to eat there because it makes me think, like, instead of greatest, it's basically saying greatest pizza of all time. But in my mind, the way that they title it, it makes me think that there's actually going to be goat meat on my pizza. Like, no, I don't want that. I don't know if I'd say Denny is the greatest of all time, but he's definitely, I'd say he's among the better. And I say he's a championship winner because I say he won last year's championship. Ooh, lamb is good. I don't know if I'd put lamb on a pizza. I might, though. Lamb is really good. You're right about that. There's a restaurant here in St. Louis that I say here in St. Louis like I live in St. Louis, but I'm actually over in Illinois. But there's a restaurant in St. Louis that puts, it's a Middle Eastern restaurant. I can't remember exactly what country. Oh goodness. It's called Natasha's. And they have lamb and beef like strips. And I don't know what the sauce that they put on it, but it is so good. Oh my gosh, it's yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I might put that on a pizza, honestly. Euros, you mean at the Natasha's place that I was talking about? I don't think so, honestly. Euros are good though. My screen reader pronounces it gyros. Like, what the heck? It's a gyro. That's what my dad calls it too. they're in, they're in sync, my screen reader and my dad. That's really funny. I think that's more of a Greek thing, right? Euros? I always picture that being a Greek thing. I don't know if that's, I want to say Natasha's is Iranian. I'm not positive, but I want to say Iranian. But yeah, Euros are yummy. I don't think so. If you did spell it wrong, it's my screen reader doesn't recognize it, pronounces it the way it pronounces it when it's spelled correctly. So I would say you probably spelled it right. I don't know how to spell it myself, so I can't tell you, but the screen reader pronounces it the same as it would any other time, so I'm assuming it's right. Um, this conversation is gonna make me and everybody else watching hungry. That's all I got to say about that. And I should not be hungry after Culver's, my cheese dip, and the cake. I had leftover birthday cake from my sister. I call it my mom's cheese dip, which is really kind of funny because it is not her recipe. It's definitely my sister's high school German. I want to say she taught German, which is really funny because the dip is Mexican style. Why is the German teacher bringing Mexican food? But anyway, it was her teacher's recipe and we started making it, and for some reason now I call it my mom's cheese dip, but it's really good. It's the simplest thing, like the original recipe calls for chorizo. We changed it to Italian sausage cuz chorizo is a little bit too spicy for most of my family. It's not for me, but it is for most of them. So we changed it to Italian sausage. And then you can use, if you want it really spicy, you can use Mexican Velveeta. We're using regular Velveeta again because my family can't do the spice. And then it's mild on the border salsa. That's all that's in it. Sausage, cheese, and salsa. Just melt your cheese, cook your sausage, mix them all together, run it through the microwave to meld all your flavors, and yummy. Nothing else is in there. You can add other things. Like, it's really good if you add black beans. But the actual recipe is just those three things. So I had that. And then I had Culver's shrimp and cheese curds. And then I had cake. So I've had nothing really good for me all day today. But I'm stuffed, so I shouldn't be hungry. But talking about Euros is going to make me hungry. Culver's is tasty. My favorite drivers. I don't know if you can see them in this screen, but my favorite drivers are these two right here. Justin Allgaier, Ross Chastain. Why, by the way, is Ross's box better made? Like, this is really thick plastic. Allgaier's is like thin and it's crunchy. Like, what the heck, y'all? Like, why? You do speak German? We don't. My sister remembers like maybe 5 words from her German class. I know the ones I learned on Hogan's Heroes. Ross Chastain is like the nicest man in the Cup garage, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, but like he let me I asked him a question at the breakfast in Charlotte and he let me put the whole interaction here on my YouTube channel. It's over in my YouTube shorts. It's one of the ones at the bottom, like the oldest one. The oldest one is Justin Allgaier showing me the championship trophy. Second oldest one is Ross Chastain answering my question. There, I went a whole year. Well, actually, it was oh, not quite a year. Justin's was December of 24, and Ross was October of 25. So it was like 9 months in between posting videos. I thought Ross was gonna win yesterday, and I was kind of hoping he might win today, but obviously that was not even close to happening. It's funny, yesterday, Ross was leading when we went into Sam's Club. I have no clue what happened while we were shopping, but we came out and Justin was leading, and I was like, I don't know what happened while we were in the store, but I like the way this is going right now. Like, because I don't like the Cup guys running the Xfinity and truck races, but also, as much as I love Ross, Allgaier's better. Until Allgaier retires, he's my favorite forever. So there is that. And I just thought it was funny. Other than Ross leading when we went in and Justin leading when we came out and Corey winning the race, I have no idea what happened yesterday in the race. I think in total I listened to maybe if I'm lucky, maybe 30 laps of the entire day. Because the first stage, I was in the Lego Club meeting, the St. Louis Lego Club. The second stage, we came out of the Lego Club and there was maybe 10 laps maybe left in it. And then I got to hear the first couple of laps of stage 3 and the last like maybe 10. I don't know, it could have been 40 or 50 at most, but still like it was not much of the race. Plus we were in the car, so like how much do you really listen when you're in the car with your sister on her birthday? Yeah. I know, a lot of people were running good in the All-Star race until they crashed. I don't know what was happening. If you ask Justin how Corey Day won, he would say it's Logan something or other. I don't remember what his last name is. It starts with an L, I think. Getting in the way and him not knowing what lane to take. That could be true, but I don't know if he would have been able to hold Corey Day off for the last 5 or 6, however many laps it was, honestly. I hope that he would have been able to, but I don't know. But we'll never know, obviously, because it didn't happen. I mean, Allgaier doesn't really need to win another race. He's like 155 points ahead of who is in second in that series? Sheldon? I don't know. So it's not like he really needs to win, but I always want him to win. If I have to pick. And if it comes down to cup drivers in the series, like when it's down to Larson and Chastain, or Kyle Busch and Chastain, or whoever it might be, like in whatever series we're talking, I'm always gonna pick Ross because Watermelon Smash, hello. I'm always gonna pick Watermelon Smash. If I have to have a cup driver, it's always gonna be Ross. But anyway. I have a scratchy throat for some reason. I've had it all day, I don't know. Hocevar, Bush, and Chastain, huh? Hocevar is cool. Like I don't know that I would put him on the same level as far as like he is very fan friendly, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if I'd put him on the same level as Justin and Ross. But he is very fan friendly. I I should put it up here too. On Facebook, I have a tradition. I need to go change it, but I don't want to because it's raw. It's Holsfar right now, and so I don't want to. I have a tradition of putting up a new driver picture if I have them of the winners. So I need to put Denny up there, but honestly, like I don't want to make Holsfar go away. Like if I didn't get to change it for Justin yesterday, I don't want to change it for Denny. I need a new picture of Denny. My picture with Denny is like from 2014. And I met him last year in Charlotte, but it was a video that I took, so I don't have a picture. And they were all behind a table, and you know how those don't make good pictures. Plus, like, to get even a halfway decent picture, you both have to be looking the same direction, and I wasn't. I was looking at them, and they were looking at me, so it wouldn't have really made a good picture, but I don't have a picture because I have a video. That's posted on my channel too, the video, if you want to watch it. Okay, well, I take it that you're working in the night shift. That's no good. My mom used to do that. Have a good night, afternoon, whatever. Don't work too hard. Working too hard is no fun, but I guess you do have to get paid. Gotta make a living, right? Thank you. If you want to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, love I'd love that. I love all the subscriptions. My goal is 500 by July, and I just hit 200 last week. Well, it was a week ago Friday. Now I'm at 226. So I think I'm doing halfway decently since I just started this channel in October. So Yep, you too. I'll hopefully I'll see you next week. I do these every weekend, so sometimes they're better than others. All right. 50 minutes 20 seconds. Look at me. I am thirsty. Need to go find me a drink. But thanks everybody for the chats. I'll stick around here and see if anybody else joins us. We'll see what happens. Uh-oh. Nobody's watching now. You all left me. How rude. Ah, more weird noises in my neighborhood. I don't know what's happening in my neighborhood. There's all kinds of noises. Earlier, it sounded like people were having a street race in my neighborhood. Now it sounds like people, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe it's a power tool? My window's not open, so I can't really get a true sense for the sound, but it sounds like a crowd cheering, like they do at a sporting event or something. It's really weird. Yesterday we had somebody screaming, like it was kind of scary actually. I don't know what it was. I hope it's not like it was either a dog being abused or a human that has some sort of like mental illness or something. But it was a very unnatural kind of screaming sound. And I hope that it's not something sinister going on. But I don't know. I don't think there's anything weird happening in my neighborhood like that, but it was kind of creepy. Um, if you want to tell me your thoughts on the race, you're welcome to do so. If you want to talk about something entirely different, we can do that too. Alrighty. I guess y'all are done with me. Okay. Bye.